All right, today we're doing another skate park tour here in Tokyo. Today we're at the Sumida River Skate Park. If that sounds familiar, it's because it is. It's on the same river that I went to on Go Skateboarding Day with the street spots. This is also under the same bridge where the Ramp Zero Skate Park is. Like, it's all on the same stretch. This is like a great place for skateboarding. You've got the Sumida street spot, you've got the Ramp Zero with the mini ramps, and then you've got this place, which so far has been my favorite place to skate yet. Now we are under a bridge, both of a highway and a train, so I apologize for any of the loud noise, but let's give you a tour of this place and then we'll get skating. Okay, similar to the last tour, we're gonna do a walk and talking tour. So the park opens at 10, but it's 9:30 right now, and they kind of opened it a little early, but you enter the park, and right when you enter, you're greeted to pretty much the whole thing. And it's a lot of street obstacles, which is very nice. Right over here on the left, you've got a nice mini ramp. I mean, it's 2 quarters technically separated, but it skates really well. It's very smooth, very good. And then the next section, we've got boxes, rails, boxes, kickers. Very nice, and a lot of flat ground over here too, just for some flat ground stuff. Whatever suits your fancy. And then the meat of the park, this middle section, is quite nice. We've got this giant double step-up ledge. I don't know who's skating the top of that because it is literally up to my rib cage, but the smaller box attached to it is perfect. It's like the same size as my local ledge back home. Then we got a nice mani pad, like probably 4 inches off the ground. And then the main middle section is you've got this quarter, you have a hip section and like an A-frame ledge. You have another kind of step-up ledge. The backside is just a giant bank all the way across. All the way across that bank. One of the awkward things is this hip. If you land your hip trick, you're going right into that. And I had a couple situations yesterday when I was skating where I didn't land the trick and my board shot out, hit the ramp, hit the fence. But I'm worried, like, if you slip out, if it hits at the right angle, you're flying over that fence. And that fence over there is locked in. This is like an impounded bike area that you can't access. So you'd have to hop the fence to get your board. So that's a little worrying. But nonetheless, the hip is very nice. The craziest part of this whole park is this giant 8 stair back here. Thing is huge. It is almost as tall as I am. And then attached to that is a bank. Another weird section about this park is at the top of this really steep bank is a ledge right there. I'm not sure why this is here. I guess you could do a trick on the ledge and then go into the bank, but then there's no run up because the fence is right there. So this whole situation's kind of weird, but yeah. There is run up for the stair set though. The run up for the stairs is quite nice. You throw down and you've got plenty of time for the stairs. But for that ledge to bank thing, I don't know about that. But yeah, from up here you can kind of see the whole skate park, and it's quite nice. It's a good park. Some kid just showed up, did like 5 tricks and left, and he was in his school uniform. I think he just came, did a couple tricks, and then went to school. That's so funny. Every pillar from the bridge also has these pink rubber things. So one, your board doesn't get chipped, and also if you go flying off of anything, you don't wreck your noggin on a concrete pillar. They're all over the place. That is such a cool little addition to make sure you don't die. This one's a little awkward, especially with that there, but we're gonna skate it. Have some fun. I was here yesterday, honestly too intimidated to film because there were these 2 dudes here who are probably some of the best skaters I've ever seen in person. That wasn't a professional demo. It was nuts. They were hitting this nollie flip nose slide like it was nothing. Their whole warm up, they were doing 50-50s, 5-0s, manuals, all switch. That was their warm up, was what I do regular. but they were doing it switch. And I was like, dang, I do not feel comfortable whipping out my camera right now. So I came back the next day, right when the park opened. And now I'm fine because there's no one here. Almost got me good. Oh my gosh. Wax is always the solution. What'd I tell you? Wax is always a solution. So, I know I'm skating, but I'm trying not to skate too hard. And that's gonna be hard to do when I'm at such a good skate park. Because I climbed Mount Fuji in 2 days. And I'm not trying to hurt myself before I climb. If I roll my ankle, like I'm screwed, I'm gonna have to hike the mountain with a twisted foot, which is not ideal. So I'm hoping I don't hurt myself. Knock on wood. That was a good slide. I praise this park a lot. That's because it's really good. There are a lot of good things about it. It's in the shade. There's a lot of variety to skate, like between street obstacles, vert, giant stairs heads if you're into that. But we have to talk about the downsides and why it's potentially going to be annoying if you're a foreigner. Okay, so like every skate park I've been to so far, there's some kind of registration system or payment. Thankfully, this one is free, but you do have to go and register. If you haven't noticed, I've been wearing this wristband the whole time. And there's a QR code outside the gate. You have to scan the QR code, it takes you to this website. You have to put in all your information. One thing that's a little weird for foreigners, if you don't know Japanese, you have to put your name in katakana, not in alphanumeric. It has to be in katakana, which is one of the Japanese alphabets, which I know how to do, so it was pretty easy. Once you do that, you put your telephone number, all that good stuff in, and then it sends you a code. And then about a 10-minute walk from the skate park, there's a park office that handles all the parks in the area, not just skate parks, but like recreational parks, any kind of recreational facility. You have to go there, show them the code that you got from signing up, and then they ask you to write your name in katakana again, handwritten this time. So you have to memorize it or write it down somewhere, write it, and then they match you up with a wristband, and then they give you a wristband. They even give you a little pamphlet about the skate park and like where it's at and all the obstacles that they have at the skate park. The pamphlet actually pretty helpful in case you're curious of what the skate park looks like while you're signing up. But yeah, so that's a long process just to come to the skate park. I will say yesterday I came to skate and I had already registered, but I didn't go get the wristband. I came to skate first and no one came and kicked me out for not wearing a wristband. I also saw plenty of other people who were just skating, not riding or anything with wristbands. So I don't know how strict they are about kicking you out because the skate park is free. It's not like they're losing money if you're here. So if you want to do it the right way, use the website, use the QR code, go get this. But if you're not worried about it, you probably won't get kicked out. So that's been a tour of the Sumida Skate Park here in Tokyo. If you're interested in any of my other Tokyo skate park tours, go ahead and click right here. You'll see a video, check those out. And if you're interested in any of my other Tokyo, Japan stuff, you can follow me over Instagram and keep it with me live. I'm here for another week. And again, like I mentioned, I hiked Mount Fuji in a couple days. Gonna post a whole video about that as well and that whole experience. So if you wanna keep up in real time, follow me over on Instagram, but go ahead and subscribe if you want to look forward to some more videos while I'm here in Japan. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.